Hello witches, hello lovers of magic. You are on my channel Vilina Vednika. I am Vilina, the witch, Vedьма in Russian. So I'm Russian witch. But I'm really interested in world magic. So today I'm really into talk about witchy things, witchy stuff. And the topic of today's video is about pendulum. Maybe I don't pronounce it right, but I don't care because I can show you what I'm talking about pendulum and how to work with. I'm gonna tell you about my personal experience with working with it. First of all, I'm gonna show you what I have, and I have 3 pendulums. Show you 2 of them. This is just simple. I don't know what stone it is, but it's pretty cool. I love it, how it looks. This one is clear quartz. I worked with it and it's pretty cool. My new stuff is recently I ordered from Amazon, and actually I didn't think that it's gonna work, but it is, and it's a metal pendulum. Metal. And actually I will tell you which one is best works for me. So, and I actually ordered 2 pendulum boards. So this one is kind of cool. I love it actually, how it looks, and it has words and cool eye here, and also this one, and it has different months and also zodiac signs you can see, and the name of Sabbath, and kind of looks cool, and it's made of wood. So these 2, and I already tried them. That's why I decided to make a video about this, how it works for me. First of all, I will tell you about the quality of stones you better work with. This one is not real. This stone is not real. It's just some fake stuff. So this pendulum didn't work for me well. So sometimes it says true, sometimes it's not. So it's kind of fakey. So I don't recommend work with something fake, because it won't give you the correct results or correct answer. So this one is natural, and it actually worked for me in several cases, in several situations, but I noticed that this cord or necklace chain, it really influences the results. That's what I noticed. This chain conducts your energy through and reaches to the pendulum, to the stone, and it gives you the answers through your energy. It's very important actually. That's what I recently noticed, because before I didn't know that it's really important. I would tell you, I didn't read any books about it. I'm kinda explorer here with my own feelings, with my own experience, with my own intuition. So I kinda felt that it's really important. You know why? Because when I bought this pendulum, this metal pendulum, and you know metal really easily can conduct the energy through, so I tried this one, and this is the most accurate. It gives me the most accurate answers that I ever could get. So This is very important. And according to my experience, this pendulum metal is the best, and it's heavy actually, and it's all from one metal material. So another thing that's very important for working with pendulum, these boards. People say, oh, this is very important, or in the books, it's very good to have a board to work on. So, you know, I tried, and I would tell you, with no pendulum, it works. So it doesn't even answer my simple questions. So the wood that we would think can conduct the energy pretty good didn't. It is just fake wood or too thin. I don't know, but it never worked for me. Never worked. So I tried, and actually the only way it worked when I put it on the table and put my hand on it, and that's how it started working pretty good. And you know what I noticed also? That no matter what board you have, the most sufficient way to do the pendulum divination is your hand. I don't know why, but it works just perfectly, really perfectly. I don't know, maybe the energy is like so easy to flow through your hands. I don't know. So I have another board for it. So I decided to buy material one from it's actually pretty cool. Look. Back. So it's very cool one. It has chakras. It has 7 chakras on it, and actually it says the words that actually describe the chakras. And it has also it has months different, and zodiac signs. And see this arrows, they are like for yes and no questions too that you can use. So material thing from the cloth. It's also worked sometimes good, sometimes not. So I found out that the best way to do it, it's on your hand. And one more thing, when I've done some divination for this thing, like checking yes or no questions for my client or for my friends, it never worked pretty good when what I do on myself. So I would tell you that if you want to do the readings by pendulum for somebody, let them hold the pendulum by themselves, because this is the best way to get the correct results, to get the correct answers. Because when I do it by myself and answering the questions of my friend, it sometimes it strikes, sometimes no. So, but the best results was only when my friend took it and held it and did it by himself or herself. That's how it works. One more thing. One more thing is how to know when the pendulum says yes or when it says no or maybe. If you are interested in doing divination with pendulum, you probably already read about this topic and how to do it. So I will just repeat, and it really works like this. So every pendulum is different. This one worked one way, another absolutely opposite. So the first thing you should do is to ask the pendulum the first very simple questions that you have answer on it already, that you know the answers, and you will see how it shows yes and how it shows no, how it will swing. So this pendulum, and clear quartz pendulum worked as 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 usual, you know, like no and yes. So forward, yes, and no would be like this. And this metal one absolutely worked different. It showed me yes, like it showed me yes like this, and no like this, forward. And I checked with many actually questions, and it said all right. It answered all my questions correctly, but no like this and yes like this. Amazing. And another way, if your pendulum is some other made of other stones, some stones or metals, can work like clockwise, give you the answer clockwise, and it means it means it means clockwise, it means yes, and counterclockwise it means no. Just simple. Just I never heard actually that clockwise it can be no. Never was, and never was in my experience. So this is just simple thing. Oh, forgot to say about when it says maybe. Maybe it says the answer is maybe when it's all like behaving very strange and doesn't show any no or yes, or you know, just going crazy. Or if you have board, actually paper board will work pretty good. You can just make it not wooden but paper, and you will see, and you can put your hand on the paper or on a pendulum board, and you will see where's the maybe word, and it probably will show you, if you checked it before, how it works with the words that on a board. But if no, usually with me, with my experience, it works like it's just going crazy. It's just going back and forth and like different directions. So it's like, I don't know the question, I don't know the answer yet. So this is how it works for me. Yeah. The last thing is the test. I will show you how my very, very loved one pendulum works for me. So the question, for example, am I woman or a man? Okay, I will ask. First we should calm it down, of course, calm it down. Some people do hands on the table, but I don't care, because I can stabilize my hand. The answer, am I a woman or a man? So the question should be like this. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. See? I am a woman. And it really, really works, as I said. So this means yes. This pendulum works absolutely accurate for me. So I am a woman. Okay. Okay. For example, another question is, do I have children? Do I have children? Yes or no? Do I have children? Do I have children? Yes. Yes, I have children. Absolutely. Absolutely. The answer only on, and I'm not shaking, see? And the answer goes really like when I work with my hand. This is the best way to work. No matter what people will say or books will say, the best variant, it's your hand. It conducts your energy through your energy, and it reads and it goes through it to reach your higher self, to reach your spirit, to connect with it, and it's just perfect, girls, witches. Don't buy anything. Just use your hand. Like, you can even write down the words no, yes, and maybe. This is my life hack for us to work with pendulum. This is just amazing. Just right now was a clear experience for you guys, and you could see that it works perfectly with my hand. So working with pendulum is actually very easy, but I don't really work with it so often because I really not always need to know the answers yes or no, because I usually hear my intuition pretty well. So, and only for people, only for friends sometimes I use it. And you know, we should be very carefully with trusting the pendulum while we're working with it, because you have to test it first. You have to test it. And one more important thing, the last one, that if you have the answer maybe, for example, you have to stop in it. If maybe or don't know, should stop on it, because I mean, not continuing asking questions about the same topic over and over again. That because the universe or your higher self doesn't want to give you the answer yet, because it will probably break the balance between something that are essential. So if it doesn't give you the answer yet, and your higher self, it's actually, for me, working with pendulum, it's connection with your higher self, with your spirit. So if it doesn't give you the answer, it's meant to be. So it's not the time yet, and you will have to come to yourself first, and then in some time to ask the question again. That's how I believe it works. Actually, my pendulum experience wasn't so big, but I really like sometimes to play with it, but not to play like just to laugh and to be not serious about it, but to play like, you know, to feel if I hear my inner self, or you know, to connect with my spirit when I need it, when I feel lost, for example. It's really a good tool to use this pendulum to come to yourself for some questions, to know the answers that are within us. So anyway, there's lots of pendulums, beautiful and not really. I chose not really beautiful, but it looks very vintage, and it looks like something heavy and very working for me, and I love it actually, and it's very convenient to hold, and this is my favorite one. So I'm interested, what is your favorite pendulum, and how is you, and what is your experience about it? Maybe somebody knows and experience more than me and can share some information about it, which is, so I'm really into it, because, you know, it's our life to work with different tools. And if you have some interesting experience to share with me, will be very happy to read in a comment down below. And that's it, I guess. We'll see you next time with some new topics, with some new tools to work with, or some new stories from Elena Vedmika. See you soon. Love you all. Bye bye.